Our lives have followed a long path, but eventually all roads reach their end.
Our world is broken, stagnant, fallen into the abyss. But everything is born from darkness, even the universe itself. Now, do you see it? A glimmer within the void. The spark of life still burns, and evolution forges a new way forward. Once your faith overcomes despair, once you move beyond death, once life returns to this world, we'll meet beyond that path.
Welcome everyone to our once human first look, I guess. Although, I mean, full transparency, I have been playing this game a little bit with my partner, and she and I have been very much taken with this game. Let's just say it's been a lot of fun. But I wanted to finally sit down and get some footage going here because we are going to be covering this game. This is going to be an ongoing game. It is kind of like, it's a survival game, but it's also a kind of like a live, definitely a live service game too. And it is free to play, which I know that can turn people off from this, especially because there are a lot of free to plays out there that are very obviously meant to just be like, you know, like a cash machine, right? And I have to say, based off of the time that I have spent in this game, that does not feel like what the devs are trying to do here. There's a lot of love put into this game, a lot of thought. And, you know, if you are not a fan of free-to-play games, I would honestly say give this one a try because it feels different to me, and I've done a lot of free-to-play games as well, and I've always felt a little icky about them. Just kind of, it is always heavily monetized. This game does not feel that way. I actually voluntarily, I'm usually like really frugal when it comes to these things, but I was like, you know what, they deserve some money, and so I bought a few things as well, like just skins, you know how they be, but this is definitely like, it's a very unique game, and considering that it is live service, if the devs, you know, get the funding that they need, which I hope they do, because I've been, like I said, my partner and I, we have been just having so much fun with this game. So here's to hoping that this kind of continues to go very well. And they have a very unique way, a very unique kind of roadmap, I guess, that they're following with this game, in that there are server wipes, and that's a scary, like, word, I know. I'm usually not a fan of it, too. I'm usually somebody who likes to kind of make their base, settle down, and all that. But the way that they're doing it, I think, is actually really interesting, a little bit innovative. I don't think they're the first, maybe, to do it this way. But basically, and I'll be making videos on all these aspects, these very beginning kind of aspects of just understanding what Once Human is. But the idea with the server wipe, just to kind of get that going, is that at the end of a season, I believe it's a season, I might be wrong on that, which is like about every 6 weeks, the world slate is like fresh. So you start off again as level 1, and you have to basically kind of like go level up again, get weapons and such, but and get more materials too. But the important things like your currencies, the formulas that you learn, your base, you can save your base so that's not destroyed, because technically your base does go goodbye. But if you save it as a blueprint, then when the new season starts, the new servers open, you literally just download your blueprint and boom, your house, your base is there again. And so all the important things carry over. You're basically just kind of starting fresh in terms of levels, and you do have to relearn like your memetics, which is kind of like your building technology or technology blueprints, if you will. And all this will make sense as we kind of go into the game. But that's fine anyway, because those are very easy to unlock. They just unlock as you level. So, and you might find that certain seasons favor certain memetic technology. So, you know, very interesting, all of that. So here we are at the character selection screen. We're just going to make somebody random. I wish they had like a random option, because I really, like, I kind of just want to make a whatever character. We'll go with Spooky Man, I guess. He looks spooky too. Actually, I kind of like him without the thing. We're not gonna go like crazy on character creations, because I do have like I said, like my other one that I've been playing with my girl. But this is we're gonna be using this for our guides and all that. Golly, I don't know. They're all really nice looking, to be honest. Here we go, typical white guy, right? We'll go with that. Maybe we'll get him some like different hair. Let's give you some different hair, man. Just so you're not like too, you know, it's not like obvious. Let's see. I'm not sure if that really... I say I'm not getting into this, but let's be honest. It's me, and I like RPGs, so of course I'm actually going to end up taking my time. You know what? That works. I don't know if that was the same hair. I hope it wasn't. Can we give you a mustache? It's probably in hair still, right? I will say, character creation wise though, they give you quite a good amount of options here. Like you can do like your hairline and your width and stuff like that. You can make some like really weird people for those who like to make really odd characters. You know, they got that for you. Or, you know, you can make whatever kind of, however serious you want to get with it, right? We can change his skin color. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. That looks pretty nice. You also have different, like, makeup or scars that you can give him. You can give him, like, permanent blood smear, which is kind of cool looking. Gosh, I don't know. We'll just, give him bruised nose. Oh, I kind of like that up there. We can go with that. Can make it a little bit more intense. Yeah. And then, obviously, down here, we can give them some actual paint. I think I'm going to keep him paint-free, though. But just so you guys can kind of see, you have different options here as well. This is actually kind of interesting. Love that, too, with the red, actually. That looks pretty nice. What about this one? That looks like I have, like, stuff oozing out of me, which is kind of cool. Now, the only thing is, like initially you'll notice that these are, like, kind of, like, just boring. But if you hit this little button here, you can actually, you know, really mess around with what the kind of colors you want. We're not going to go with any war paint, I think, though. But you can have, like, a few options. We have our body here. We'll make him a little taller. Get you down a little bit. Give you some longer legs. That looks a little weird, actually. And then you can obviously mess with the full body. We're not gonna do this too much. We have body paint. We'll do one of these. We'll make it blue. I think that looks pretty nice. And I'm pretty sure there was facial hair, but like I feel like I'm just going so fast that I'm not seeing it with my eyes. Oh well, that's fine. He can be clean shaven. So we're good here. Let's go ahead and name him. Yep, we're gonna name our boy. This might be taken already because, yeah, there is the name that you put here is going to be displayed above your head for everybody to see. So, you know, we'll just go with Werapoo. Alright, how about one of my other ones that I sometimes use? Is that used as well? It's not. Amazing. So here we are.
Nitrogen. Negative 195.79 Celsius. Physical movement or brain function not detected. Subject status stable. Dagger still stuck in the sheath. Inspection 481 complete. Requesting a higher power outlay for the isolation chamber to prevent any further outages. What's that? Security breach. Security breach!
That always looks good, right? Looks great. We love that when things happen like that in some sort of lab environment. It's always good news. Alright, let's remove this little dagger in front of us, in our body. And here we are! We have entered the world. Now, it's interesting because originally the devs of Once Human were going to wait a little bit on allowing you to make multiple characters, but there was such a high demand for it that they actually increased that. So you are able to make multiple characters in Once Human at this point. All you have to do is basically choose a different server from the character that you have on. So like I have my main character is on server 19, for example. I'm currently on server 50 for this guy, and this is going to be our home server for the guide, for our survival guides, our new home. Alright, so you can kind of see the very beginning of this game basically gives us a little tutorial about what to expect from this game. A lot of like kind of the gameplay loops, so as well as where you can find certain things. So obviously backpack here, we have in here our consumables, we have food, we have water. We do need to keep ourselves fed and hydrated. We can do that very easily with our quick little buttons here. We'll press 4 to eat something, which is great, and then 5 to drink a little something, which we might need some more. Yeah, we'll drink here again. So this is obviously our first kind of survival element where, you know, you do need to keep yourself fed and watered. If you don't, it does impact your stamina regeneration, which you're going to want because there are things to fight out here, so you got to keep that topped off. So here we go. We can read this little note on this guy that says, Subject A73 is an adult human, ethnicity blank, gender blank, identity unknown. Subject's body has been in a state of stasis ever since being recovered from blank, following blank. The cause for reappearance is still unknown. Subject has been impaled by an object made of an unknown material, with likely origins in Rift space. Subject has been placed in an isolation compartment as per safety protocols. Alright. And he is definitely dead. It said all his bones are broken. So, basically, what we're going to do here, we're going to read another memo, I guess. More lore. A73, that's us. Project Secure Notice. Access code for Chrono Cage. Experiment area must be changed daily. Today's code for D23 Experiment Day is 0728. The code has been updated and confirmed by Supervisor Jing370. Blah, blah, blah. Update the code after completing today's experiment plan. Be informed. So 0728 is what we need. We're going to go ahead and take that to the code over here. This is talking about tasks that we have, which it very politely tells us the number we need. Boom, password correct. Love it when my memory works. Alright, so we're just going to follow, basically, our little light yellow triangle here. We have some more lore. Note, an intact cradle was recovered near Subject A73 with a design and manufacture consistent with those used by the mayflies. Energy stored within the cradle shows unusual signs of activity and seems to become more volatile when near Subject A73. The cradle has been placed in a separate room for safekeeping until more research can be conducted. So we have that. We're going to go ahead and access this now that we have picked up that guy's card, and we're going to get our cradle. Now the cradle is kind of like Oh, here we go. What we use to use deviants, which we're gonna kind of go into in a little bit more, but we're gonna get through this little spooky cutscene first. He's like, "Who are you?" "I'm you, but stronger." One of those moments. And we have this flying little bird guy that we can talk to now. Talk to the strange bird.
Well, it's good to see another face. I thought I was on my own, and you're a metahuman too.
We'll say, "What did you call me, a metahuman?"
I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. You awakened the cradle, and that's something only a metahuman could do. You've lost your memory. Do you remember who you are?
We don't.
It must have been that fluctuation just now. It trapped me in the cradle. It could have robbed you of your memories. You can call me V. It seems that our interests are aligned, metahuman.
And then we could just ask further questions, but you're a talking bird? Tick. There we go.
True. I used to be like you once, a metahuman. But it's a long story, and now is not the time.
And then we can ask, where are we? This place seems kind of dangerous.
This place is called a monolith. Rosetta uses this place to secure deviations and perform experiments on them. I wasn't expecting this many deviants, though.
And then we can finally move on. Why did you come here?
I came to secure a deviation. A paper butterfly. But I think something must have scared it. Right now, though, we need to move. I can show you the way out of this place. But only if you help me complete my mission first. Alright? All you have to do is listen to what I tell you.
Alright, little man. So we're gonna go through the spooky pier. And we're back where we were. There's a case here, obviously. Let's go ahead and grab, our weapon crate. Heck yeah, machete and activator. Now, activator is our healing item, which I think we're good. Yep, our health is fine. That is the gray bar at the middle there. Oh, we have our first enemy here. Now, I'm gonna sneak, because it does say, well, never mind, it's going through all the things, but we're just gonna backstab because
This is a
we're sneaky people.
infected with stardust. It's called a deviant. Our world has been overrun with deviants ever since Starfall. Ordinary humans can't take high levels of stardust exposure. When they do, they end up just like that thing. But you're a metahuman. You should be fine. In fact, if the conditions are right, you might even be able to use stardust to your advantage.
Alright, there we go. And we're gonna take their items. Ooh, he had health on him. We will happily take that. And we're just gonna get the items we need as well. You're gonna become very if you haven't played this game yet, you're gonna become very familiar with these crates. This is almost kind of like a survival game looter shooter in a way. I think those who have played Rust will find certain gameplay loops pretty familiar. I think that's kind of sort of the same feel, a few differences. It isn't, for example, it's not just PvP. There is PvE servers. That's what we're playing on because I'm not a big fan of PvP myself. So we're on the PvE, player versus environment server. And let me tell you, the environment definitely wants to kill you. Alright, we got some Molotov cocktails. We love this. We love this. We're going to go ahead and upstairs now. Hello there, Rosetta Guard. Notes could be scattered all over this world. Read them to learn more about the past. Red notes will be stored in the field guide. So this says, note, this is a priority alpha research operation. Any findings related to it or Project Butterfly must be directly reported to blip. This operation has been designated top secret. Any personnel who violate its confidentiality will be subject to termination. Alright, so we are gonna go... Okay, so there's like a thing that goes that way. Now, this wants us to go that way. We're gonna go this way first, just because, you know what? I didn't do that last time, and I'm kind of curious. Oh, and look, there's an item crate here. I really missed out last time. That was my bad. Alright, so let's go back through here. Whoop, there we go. This reminds me a little bit of a portal going on right now. Alright, here we are. We're gonna crouch again, because I think there's somebody evil. We'll take him out first. Secure the area and all that. Backstab. Oh, no. Okay. Deviation of unknown level detected in the research area. Deviation appears to consist of multiple floating butterflies. Isolation compartments may be compromised. Requesting emergency measures. No. Fine. Curse you, F, being in my way. Alright, we'll take that. Ooh, there's another supply crate. We'll take that. We love it. Alright, back to what I was going to do here before. There's also a med kit right here. We'll take that because we are going to need as much health as possible. Now, I will say some of these recordings, these guides, I might be doing with my partner, so you guys will potentially hear a very lovely British voice joining us now and then. Or it might be on this guide, depending on what it is. Because some of it is definitely meant for... You can play this game solo, absolutely, but there are certain parts that are just a little bit easier if you have at least one other person that you can play with. Now, obviously, you can publicly join people for certain things, kind of like a, what is it, like kind of like in a dungeon, where there's like open and public like groups that you can join to complete that dungeon. It's very much kind of like that sort of thing. Or you can try it on your own. If you kind of get yourself with enough armor and weapons, you can probably do some of these challenges on your own too. It's not like too terrible if you properly prepare and know like where your strengths are based on level and stuff. So, you know, we'll see. But anyway, let's continue with this tutorial. I think for this kind of first look, I'm trying to kind of show you guys some of the beginning parts of this game. I'll probably go into kind of, like I said, over the main gameplay loops. We'll talk a little bit more about seasons and such like that as well. And, spatial fluctuations often cause anomalies in time, allowing past scenes to be witnessed once again. Activate space-time to locate spatial theaters, where events and people from the past may reappear, potentially revealing hidden truths. But before I do that, is there anything in here? Ooh, this looks like I could fall. Let's be careful. All these doors. Is there nothing over here? Did I just come here for nothing? I guess. Oh, wait. Aha. Ooh, medkits. Yes. We will take those. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's do our little spatial thing. Try this again. Hello. There we are.
DBT-011? My name is Victor Hammett. What's your name?
I don't know. All I know is that I'm a monster. My mother, my father, and everyone else. They're gone. And it was all my fault.
Hey. Try and stay calm. I'm here. And I will do everything to help.
It's no use. No one can help me. It would be better for everyone if I just leave me alone. Please, don't waste your time on me.
I'm afraid I can't do that. And you're not a monster. In fact, you're very, very special. You just need to learn how to control your power. Once you do that, you can help fix this broken world. We can do that together.
Adorable. Alright. Oh, we got one.
My butterfly. It's flying.
Yes. Your first deviation. And look how gentle it is.
I remember my name now. It's Mitsuko. It means child of light. It's my first creation. I will create more.
We need something powerful to challenge the evolutionists. And I think I finally found it. You.
Don't mind her just flying up there.
We can secure other deviations. We can use them to forge a new path and bring about true evolution. This will be the Mayfly's mission. This is why we'll fight.
Mayflies?
That's right. Mayflies. Small, yet invincible. Humanity may seem puny now, but we'll prove we can endure.
We can endure. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna quick go down here first because there's some goodies. There we go. Great. Some more boiled water. Definitely in need of that. Ooh, let's not forget this guy either. Oh, hi there. Oh, we want to fight? Oh, we're going to fight. I have to say, the monster designs are so cool. And a lot of the like, bosses and such, they're really cool, too. Let's just use this briefcase against them. And this is another pretty cool aspect, is that, like, obviously some of these guys have, you know, certain things attached to them, and then if you kind of hit them in certain ways, you can use it against them. And that's just fun, you know, that's just a lot of fun. Alright, let's carefully go down here.
Deviation. We found it. Reach out your left hand.
Alright, drop that.
See if you can get the rhythm of it.
Drop it.
Then
Try
try
to drop
and
it.
secure it.
Oops, that's not how I drop it. Oh, there we go, okay. Alright, so here's our first deviation. Now, deviations in Once Human, it's really all about deviations. Some of them, like our butterfly here, can be used to help you in combat. Very useful against, like, bosses, or, you know, if you're on your own, that can kind of be good as, like, a little partner for you to just kind of help pick up the slack that you might have. Other ones are really useful for your base. They can collect ore for you. They can chop wood. They can make it rain so your crops grow. And they're all out there in the world. It's kind of like a little bit like Pokemon in a way, where you kind of have to, like, you gotta go and try and find them and catch them all, and use the ones that are going to be the most useful for you for that particular, like, season, in a way. So we're gonna get our butterfly friend here. Oh, hello. Hello, Mitsuko. Child of light. Amazing. So, we're here again. We have gotten to the next part. So we have entered Victor blah 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 Hammett, who is, if you couldn't tell by now, pretty sure he's V, the little bird that we who's now our best friend. And we encounter, I mean, he did say he was a metahuman, which is what we are, and what everybody else, what all you guys are as well. Let's go ahead and talk to Mitsuko, and I believe this part of the tutorial is basically going to be about getting resources, how to use those, what you can make with them.
You made it back. You're still alive.
Yes, and look what I found. A meta. Only just woken up. They were kind enough to activate the cradle and set me free.
Thank you, metahuman. Your help means a lot to me. You can call me Mitsuko.
Mitsuko, I'm going to remember that.
I used to be a metahuman as well. Rosetta did all kinds of experiments on me. That is, until V saved me.
Mitsuko is a very special meta. She can sense even the tiniest fluctuations in the stardust. It's thanks to her that I was able to take refuge in this place after Starfall. You're safe here.
Alright, so we can ask to get a little bit more clarification, like, so we used to all be Rosetta's test subjects. Speaking about metahumans here.
That's what Rosetta does. At first, they just locked deviations away. But then they figured out that deviations could be harnessed to make humans stronger. That's when they commenced their experiments, in the name of human progress. As a result, they to Rosetta. We are the future. It is our potential to harness stardust that they value above everything else. It's all they care about.
And they're not wrong. Metahumans are mankind's last hope. We were created by Rosetta, but we don't take orders from them anymore. We left. We call ourselves the Mayflies now, and we do things differently.
What's the starfall you mentioned earlier?
About 20 years ago, Rosetta triggered a major stardust fluctuation during one of their experiments. As a result, some great ones slipped through, entering into our world. They brought increased levels of stardust with them. That poison has seeped into every corner of our world now, spawning countless deviants and other dangers.
Lovely. So this paper butterfly is the deviation you were looking for?
Yes, the butterfly is an emissary of sorts. I wanted it to help rescue other metas. The recent fluctuation must have startled it. The important thing right now is to secure it and ensure its safety. See that thing in the center of the room? It's a device for securing deviations. This makes them more useful and safer to be around.
Alright, so we are going to go ahead and deposit. Before we do that, there's a few little lore things that we're going to pick up. V's diary 1 says, after some trial and error, I finally managed to add a working containment function to the cradle. It should prove quite useful. We'll have to make use of as many deviations as we can if we want to beat Rosetta. Rosetta being kind of the big bads, if you will. Here's his second diary. Our use of guerrilla tactics have delivered significant military success so far, but I'm afraid it's not enough. Rosetta is clearly planning something big. If the Mayflies limit ourselves to strikes on minor targets, we'll never be able to stop them. And then I don't know if there's one up here. Can't quite remember. Gorgeous house, though, right? And then we have Diary 3. Received a disturbing report that Rosetta is developing some kind of secret new Silver Gate technology. Apparently reopening the monoliths on the island and activating the Silver Gates wasn't enough for them. If true, this could prove catastrophic. Do they really learn nothing? Do they really learn nothing from Starfall? But yeah, so these are the kind of houses that you can build right now. Obviously, just I've looked around a little bit. This is a kind of, I guess you could call it a skin, basically, that he's put on the exterior here, as well as the interior, it looks like, too. But it's very nice. A lot of the houses are kind of like modern design, but there are different kind of building skins, if you will, that you can buy with real money if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want a little bit more flexibility, I guess, with how your house looks, that is there for you. Now let's go ahead and kind of move in with here. We're gonna put our butterfly in here. We're gonna right click to deposit. There it is. And now we gotta go learn a little bit more.
Deviations can be very dangerous if not taken care of. They can radiate stardust, which can lead to all kinds of unpredictable consequences. This is why we created the Mayflies. We make cradles and securement units to keep deviations contained. We're finding ways for humans and deviations to live in harmony. This is our best chance of cleaning up Rosetta's mess.
The Mayflies, not a very flattering name.
It's a name that embodies who we are. We resist Rosetta's evolution. Mayflies as a species can survive almost anything, even Starfall and Rosetta.
So what exactly are deviations,
We're finding ways
anyway?
For humans and deviations to live in
No
harmony.
one's exactly
This
sure
is our
what they
best
are.
chance of cleaning up
Just that
Rosetta's
they're not
mess.
bound by the physical laws of our world. They came from another dimension, something we call rift space. When deviations get stressed, they release stardust. We think this brings our world and rift space closer together. Sometimes it becomes possible to pass between the two planes of existence. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose. We believe that's what caused Starfall.
So what exactly are you trying to do?
Some deviations are friendly, like the butterfly. But others, like the ones inside monoliths, are extremely dangerous. It's not practical to secure all of them, but if we can learn more about them, maybe we can find ways to live alongside them. That's the goal. You must be prepared. The stardust just keeps spreading, and we aren't sure why.
Spine-chilling roar.
That must be a siren.
Shit, it must have gotten through. Come on, Meta. A deviation from another world just entered this space, and it won't go down without a fight. Take the butterfly with you. It can help.
It can help. So we are going to synchronize this guy. We'll use the facility. We're going to press F. Oh, here's some stuff about this, I guess, about its stats and such, and how it has kind of like an energy, basically. So, these little things down here, the secure environment, and again, these will be like some more videos in the future that goes deeper into detail. But if you want their energy to go and their mood to go up faster, you can basically make the environment around them a little bit nicer by doing these things, like for the butterfly here, building a green light above their facility, and then having some flowers nearby, because it just makes them happy. We're going to sync to Cradle, though, which basically means that for these combat deviations, we're going to be able to use them in battle. We're bringing them with us, basically. So it says here, combat deviations are a special type of deviation that, while aggressive, will take instructions from metahumans once secured. Different combat deviations have different abilities. Make sure to choose a combat deviation whose abilities will suit your needs for a given task. And we have two little things here, control them. So carry, the dormancy threshold of a combat deviation cannot be adjusted and defaults to 100. When deviant power is fully recovered, the deviation can be synced to your cradle via the synchronization button. And then handling. After syncing a combat deviation to your cradle, which we just did, you can summon it to attack or recover it to cradle using the function wheel. So we have synchronized to us. You can see it's now inside of our cradle. There it is. And if we wanted to use this, we're going to press and hold E, and you can see we can tell it to hit a specific target. We can tell it to just hit everything, or we can say, hey, go back to our cradle and recover, which he already is. So he's chilling there. So we're going to loot the crates, which I guess are around here. A rustic jacket. We're wearing that, right? Or are we not wearing that? I should probably check my gear here. So here's our inventory once more. Let's go to our gear where we can equip what we're wearing. Oh, we're not equipped. Let's grab that. We'll equip that with the F key there. Looks great. Somehow that gives me more protection. Oh, we're going to stand on top of this one. And we got some materials. Alright, so now we are going to use the pickaxe, which we got from one of those crates or whatever, to go get materials. So we're going to get some logs, which how much do they want here? 80 logs, alright. Now the nice thing about this is that we can basically just click F and just go at it. We don't have to hold it down or anything, so that's kind of, you know, nice. You don't have to make your fingers get all tired. Alright, we got some gravel, so we'll use the pickaxe for that too. This is a multi-tool, if you will. You get both logs and stone from it, which is great. I think we're going to get, you know what, while we're here, let's just get a little bit of this copper too. So you're going to need a lot of copper starting off with this game, that's for sure. There we go. And we'll get that here too, because we're getting gravel as well, which is what we need to get, so works for me. Alright, and here we go. Great, and we'll just collect our water as well. Now, he will continue to collect water until you tell him basically to stop. So we'll let him go up to, we'll let him go to 100 or 90, I guess. And that'll be good. Now, do we have, just a quick check here, do we have a gun yet? No? Okay. Alright, so next we need to make a camp, which you just press the T key to do so. And a camp basically is a way to craft items, but in the actual like world, it is also a respawn point. So it's never a bad idea to put a camp down, like, before you do, like, kind of like a mission that seems like it might be a little dangerous, like a boss, like a monolith mission, or something, you know, that kind of feels like that. Just because if you do die, you will respawn at your campsite, and you don't want your campsite to be, like, clear across the, you know, the other map. So what does it want us to craft? Crossbow and arrows and boil water. You know what? Let's do all that. That sounds all really good. Yeah. I know. Listen. We're getting there. All right. Let's make, like, 10 water. And then the crossbow will do that. And let's equip that as our secondary weapon. We'll go back here. Our boiling water is done, so make sure you guys grab this. You gotta click that, or else, you know, you're not gonna pick it up. That's how you pick it up. And then we're gonna do quite a few arrows. I say quite a few. Let's go get some more, a little bit more wood, actually, because I would like a few more arrows than just that. Perfect. All right. That, and let's, you know what? That looks great. So we'll get a decent amount after that. So basically, this is very, very primitive crafting. Good if you need to make a few things, like I said, before a boss fight. But the bulk of your crafting is likely going to be done in your base. Now, we have what we need. We're going to have deviants attacking us now. Happy, joy. And we're going to get ready to fight. Now, luckily, you do have a few guys here to help you out. We're going to get this going. We're going to be using our butterfly deviation to help us in this fight. But guys, just, again, if you haven't gotten into this game yet, just wait until you see what we're going to fight. Because honestly, like I said, the monster designs in this game is just so much fun. Yeah, it's that guy. That's the siren. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and pick this up as well while we're here. A whole bunch of arrows. Great. Alright, so we are going to take out our butterfly. We're going to say auto attack, go do your thing. And we are just going to start shooting this guy.
This siren.
Ooh, up there's really... Oh. Doing a lot of damage on his actual sirens, so we're going to focus on that. And you can see our butterfly's doing a good amount of work, too.
Now you'll see for yourself what it's capable of.
Alright, it's out! Now, it looks really intimidating, but obviously, you know... Just do that. You're good to go, right? Alright, so we have defeated that guy. Victory! Oh, we have a chance to secure our festering gel here, which has come out of the siren. Aw, he escaped. We did not get him. And that does happen sometimes. Sometimes you get the chance to catch them again. Sometimes they are gone for good. I know as well, if you're playing with like another person, sometimes you only get, you know, only one person can get that deviation. Deviations honestly drop, at least the nice ones, right? They tend to drop almost anywhere because even if you fight like if you're like digging, or if you're like mining ore, for example, you might get a deviation that way, or you might defeat one of the more mean deviations and then get something, you know, from their corpse. So we can inform Mitsuko of the deviation's escape.
Damn, it escaped.
That was a difficult fight. Just driving it away was enough. And it's all thanks to you, Meta, for saving us.
You're tougher than you look. That's twice now you saved me.
That thing was huge. How did it get in here?
It's like I said. We think deviations are sometimes capable of passing between the physical world and rift space. Could be wreaking havoc in the physical world right now, even as we speak.
Where'd it go? The physical world?
Yes. Mitsuko created this rift space, a refuge from the dangers of the physical world. Or so we thought.
Do you think that deviation will come back? What if it returns with greater disruptions?
It's possible. We can't just sit here and wait, though. Meta, will you go back to the physical world with me?
Are you coming too, Mitsuko?
Mitsuko is too important. The Great Ones would descend on her the second she set foot in the physical world. We encountered some trouble earlier, and that's why Mitsuko is hiding here.
There is, it seems, no alternative, and I would like to see what this world has become.
Not good, to be honest. Since Starfall, it's been 20 years of chaos. But you've got a cradle, and I'll be there to help guide you. Together we'll be fine.
Sounds like we have no choice but to go after that thing. Let's go.
Take the butterfly with you. Put it in your cradle. That way, I can lend you some of my strength. Hopefully we'll meet again one day. When the stardust is stable enough. It looks like this is goodbye. Good luck, Meta.
She's so emotional she can't even look at me.
Before you go, if you have any questions, I can try and answer them for you.
Alright, so we have done what we need to do. We are able to actually enter the server now, which is what we're being sucked into. Rather violently. And I believe at this point, we'll probably get another, I was gonna say another load screen. Oh, or not. We're gonna go right to it. Floating door. It's cool. Here we go. Now, what I love about this is it does have V here is our glider, which is amazing. All right, and here we are.
20 years after Starfall, and the world is still infested with stardust. It looks like the monoliths here have been reactivated too. They might hold the key to all the stardust pollution.
Alright, so basically, at this point, when you first kind of go in, we have at the top left here, the gold lettering, which is kind of like the main quests, and then these orange letters, which basically, like, that's your journey, which is basically kind of a way, they kind of like, in a way, act sort of like tutorial steps, where it's like, it teaches you how to do certain things, which is, you know, very nice. Now, there's also going to be blue quests as well. Those are very much kind of side quests. Hi, everyone.
Let's set up a territory.
We will. Now, we're just going to very quickly, this is a teleportation tower, and basically if you want to fast travel in the world, you're going to need to do so with those guys, and I'll put this in like its own video, but if you are, I know, you know, you might be looking and thinking, I'm going to play this with my buddy, how do we do this? So the first step that you need to do is you need to both be on the same server, so, you know, communicate with each other, find out if you're going to be doing PvE or PvP, choose the same server number, same region, and then if you don't end up in the same world, I'm going to see if I can't put this so you can see it. At the top right there, you'll see like World 9 safe. There's many worlds, which is kind of like instances, I suppose, of the same server. You might be in different worlds, and if that's the case, all you gotta do, come to a teleportation tower. You can see we have an option to switch to another world, and here we have the full list. So just talk to each other, find out what world they're on, decide who's coming where, and then choose that world, and then you guys should be able to play together. We're going to be soloing it on this one, though. So, my idea, I'd like to get somewhere a little bit away from the crowd, just because you can expand your territory amount, like, around you, like your space, but you can't do so if there are roads by you, or, like, important structures, or other people's bases. So, we're going to just kind of try and get a little bit of distance. Now, nothing too crazy because I don't want to enter a zone that is, you know, a little bit beyond what I can do here. Is that a... Alright, Mr. Scarecrow, I'm just coming through. Don't mind me. That's a deviation. We're gonna ignore him. Alright. I got a feeling we're gonna be having some problems with these guys. Alright, so we're just gonna find a spot. I would prefer it by water because it'd be easy just to collect water. I can see some people have gotten the same kind of idea. Maybe over here? Maybe not, just kind of close to a road. Now, on my other map, I found a nice little island. Oh, look way over there. A bus with legs. We'll talk about him someday. That person's got a really nice spot right there. I love that for them. But on my other world, server, whatever, I have a spot on an island, which is really nice because it's not too crowded yet. You know, being a free-to-play game, there's obviously a lot of people around. We're just going to take that out, so we're going to need some food. As well as hide and all that. So let's just start up the process, alright? Got some meat on that one, alright. Alright, so there's a few places. Where even am I on the map? I'm just kind of like walking, but I don't want to go crazy. Where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay. Oh, we're actually not too far from where I have my other place. Maybe. I guess we can head on over there and take a look. Let's put a pin. See how it's doing over there. That's where I have my other base, and it's like a really nice little area, so I'm actually a big fan of it. Sorry. Let me pull the joys. But yeah, so basically the kind of rest of this guide, we're gonna go over again some sort of like beginner stuff. Not like just kind of very general things. And we'll kind of go over some of the main beginning stuff here, and that'll be it for this kind of first look at Once Human. You can tell it's a pretty game. Like, for being free to play, it has a few little, you know, jank here and there, but it's nothing really terrible, to be honest. Like, it plays pretty gosh darn smoothly. There's a few crashes here and there, but honestly, it's pretty stable. It looks great. I don't know, like, I just feel like a lot of the devs behind this have clearly put in like a lot of effort, and they seem to know kind of like what survival game players tend to like in their games, as well as looter shooters and whatnot. Don't see me. All right, don't see me. I'm just on my way. You can see somebody has a house here, and you can tell it's a player's house because they have these types of walls. I don't know if anybody... I'm sure there's some people out there who have gotten prints and such where they don't... where the exterior, the interior look a little bit different. We can see that this beach has been taken here. I believe that's the island right over there, right? Yeah. Oops. Let's go ahead on over Squirty's territory. Best of luck to you, Squirty. Now, I like being kind of on the fringe myself. I don't like really to be too close to people. I like my privacy, you know, when it comes to MMOs. This is an MMO. It's a bunch of things, let's be honest. So we'll see what we have going on here. Alright, so far I'm not really seeing much. You can swim in this game. You can also go underwater. There are a few, like, quests that sometimes require you to go underwater, which are pretty fun. So, you know, look at my little legs go. Wow. So fast. Ooh, I'm getting thirsty, I can tell. Thirsty and hungry. Alright, we're gonna have to do that. Oh, chile. Alright, let's have some water. Have some more water. Let's just get filled up here. And then let's eat a little bit of food, which is 4. There we go. Great. Alright, so we have arrived. So far, it looks pretty gosh darn nice. Alright, we have somebody here, but that's okay. Funny enough, I think that's actually where my other house is. Yeah, more or less. That's really funny. Alright, so we do have a few houses. Looks like. Wow. Alright. Oh, you know what? There used to be like a hill on this side. I don't see a hill here anymore. That's interesting. Maybe I'm not quite on the right island. Alright, let's see in the back. I am looking for something that's relatively flat because you don't really have any terrain. Look at that over there. It's like its own little island. I'm tempted. Let's go over there. I'm sure there's probably something taken up there, but... I'm trying not to be too picky. Oh, right down here could be actually really nice. Alright, if that's not taken, or if that is taken, right here, this could be really good. I'm trying not to be too picky, though, because, like I said, there are server wipes, so, you know, your base is going to go bye-bye eventually in terms of its location. Again, if you save it as a blueprint, your house doesn't go bye-bye. You just have to pull it out of your blueprints when the new server lands. Okay, I think that's a foundation, so I'm pretty sure somebody has built up here, which makes sense, because it's, like, kind of an ideal spot, no? It's, like, up on the hill, you know? Lording over everybody else. Hello. I'm just here, looking around. Yeah, I think that spot that's down there, I really like that. So let's go ahead and build that down there. This one's a little bit more crowded than my other server, so I'm a little surprised. But you know what? People saw this clearly, and they were like, ah, yes, this is beautiful. Which, I mean, it is, so. Alright, well, let's go ahead and build down here. We'll grab some wood, because we are gonna need it. We're gonna need a lot of it, honestly. And I don't know how pretty we're gonna make this house. I don't want it to be like just your standard square box, like that kind of thing over there. I'd like to put a little bit of effort into it, but we're not gonna be making a beautiful mansion. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe I will. Alright, let's go to about, I think 500. We'll start off with that. Now, another amazing thing is that these resources respawn very quickly. If anybody here has played Ark, you know that it can take a long time for those resources to come back. And that can be very frustrating when you need a certain resource and it just isn't back yet because everybody's going after it. This game, thankfully, they have seemed to understand that, and they have made their their resources spawn back very, far more quickly. So it's a considerable difference from Ark, I will say, in terms of respawn, refresh rate. So we are here. We're gonna build, I guess, just starting right here. Kind of tempted to, like, I don't know if I want to do like So the very first building block, I guess we'll call it, that you put down is going to be your territory blueprint, if you will. And what this is, I don't know if you can kind of see, like in the back there, you can see like where it's a little bit lighter. That is the outside of our boundary. So you can kind of see like it's not that big, but there is a territory upgrade that lets you extend your territory, which it looks like not bad. So we'll just put this right. I kind of want to build this. Well, this would make more sense though. We'll put it right here. We're gonna click. There we go. We've already reached level 3.
If you access them through your cradle, you'll be able to craft and build what we need.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the memetics, basically, and memetics are what we use to unlock like technologies, basically, that allow us to build different crafting benches and a number of things, really. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll press tab like it wants us to. We'll go to the cradle. I believe you can also press the O key, and that will also bring you here. But here's our memetics. We'll get this unlocked eventually too, the cradle part here, once you get to like a certain level or a certain quest that asks you to go to Myers Market. That will unlock this, but we're not worried about that right now. We're going to do memetics. Now, memetics you get each time you level up, so that's kind of, you know, important, right? So here we are with our different technologies. We have infrastructure, crafting, logistics, and building. Now, for us, it wants us to kind of get this going, so it wants us to do smelting, I guess, which makes sense, which is going to give us the ability to make glass, charcoal, copper ingots, and a furnace. So we will do that. We can see it requires 1 cipher, which we have right here, and then energy link, which is 0, so that's great. So we have that now. All these are now unlocked for us, and it also wants us to make some the disassembly bench. Now you're going to be using this quite a bit as well. Again, it requires 1 cipher, so we will unlock that too.
You still won't be able to craft anything out of thin air. We'd better gather some ore and logs.
I did it, man. Oh, he wants us to get gravel. That makes sense. So let's go ahead and get this. We're going to get some seaweed from this, as well as the gravel that we need, which is, you know, that works. And we'll just kind of like get all of this, to be honest, because I know we're going to need copper. We're going to need so much copper. We're going to need so many logs. Now, I will say there are deviations out there that can collect this stuff for you. That being ore and being logs. So definitely keep an eye out for those.
Process the materials we gather.
Listen, man. I'm working on it, alright? He's so needy. He's so needy. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, sulfur is very helpful because we need that to make gunpowder. And believe me, you're going to want a gun in this game. You can definitely go melee, but some of the enemies are ranged. They're out of melee, like, distance. So having a gun or a crossbow, I guess, even, helpful for those particular enemies. But definitely go gun. Like, definitely go for it. Now, these little guys that you see are whispers that people can leave behind. If you don't like them, because they are showing up all over the place here all of a sudden, you can make them go disappear. I'm trying to remember where that is. Maybe it's in video. Whispers. Display whispers. There we go. We're going to turn that off just because they're just all over the place. They are helpful, I will say. If you are in like a town and you're exploring, some of these people are very nice and they leave like little guides like, hey, there's a chest here. Hey, there's like an enemy here. Keep your eye out. And some of them are like, a lot of the whispers that I've read, you know, you get your trolls here and there, but honestly, a lot of that I've noticed anyway have been very friendly, very much like, hey, hi, you know, do great, stuff like that, make that money, whatever, you know, and that's just great. You know, I love when a community is just supportive of each other. But they are kind of bothering me. They're being all over the place, so we're just gonna turn them off for now. But if you want some sort of, if you're struggling on finding something, maybe, and you have your whispers off, maybe turn them on and then see if there's anybody kind of giving you some sort of hint or something about what it is that you're trying to look for. But we have that all good to go. I think I'm gonna, before I get into like the crafting, I really just want to make our base. So I guess we'll just do like that. Alright, calm down. And then I'm probably gonna have to, I'm gonna have to make some stuff. So let's quick go back to here, and we'll just build a few more things here. Yeah, so this is gonna give us some more roofs. We'll take that. We'll take wooden roofs, because I definitely would like a roof over my head. We'll take some doors and windows, as well as basic storage. Let's take that too, because pretty sure in time I'm gonna need some of that. So alright, so you can see this thing called Journey. Let's talk about that really quickly here. So Journey, these are the little quests that I mentioned before that are a little bit like kind of like your tutorials, if you will. It leads you through like these different things. Like obviously for Architect here, we have unlock storage expansion, which we did. The next one is to build a disassembly bench, which is what we're going to be doing next. For our Pathfinder, we have activate a teleportation tower, which we did. So it kind of gives you like these little challenges, tasks, whatever you want to call them, to complete. Now, if you want to find like where your quests are, these are in your tasks. You have your like your major kind of quest right here, and then all of your little smaller side quests will show up right there. So that's kind of that, but let's go ahead and see if we can't make some more structures here. Let's do a double. I don't know if I want to do it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to do one more. I hate it when it's not like centered like that. Not a fan. Alright, let's see if that's a bit better now. Oops. Alright, easy. Alright, double. Where'd the doors go? Doors. There you are. Okay, so this is like in the middle, right? Yeah, okay. So there's our door there, and then we'll put one. Oh, we're gonna have to move that. All right, let's quickly move that. You can relocate things by pressing F. Just keep in mind that for some of these things, you have to have the materials. You're basically kind of in a way rebuilding them. So I don't know yet if it's more cost effective just to destroy it rather than relocate it. But you know, there's that. Let's just put you, I guess, over. I hate that there, but we're just gonna put it there for now. And then back to what I was doing. That's not the right one. There we go. Alright, I wanted it on the same. No. Behave. There we go. I'm putting way too much effort into this, but it is what it is. And then let's make some windows. This is a really big window. And right there. And right there. We're just, you know, mirroring. And then the rest of this can just be normal walls, which kind of like these ones. They look like they're supposed to be and decorative. Oh no. No. There you go. Boy, easy. Now, my main complaint with this game right now is the snapping for the roofs. You fight a lot. With it, and I really hope that maybe they refine that a little bit more. But yeah, so to make doors and windows, you're gonna find it in the attachment section under structures, just FYI. Now I don't have any glass, so I can't make windows yet. We'll have to do a furnace for that. Let's see what we got going on here, though. I wonder, when it comes to roofs... Now, this is where we're going to be fighting night and day. Come on. Oh. Oh, almost. Listen, man, I just want you to face the other way. Face the other way. It refuses. Does not understand where it needs to go. See, I had it the right way for a moment. Like, that's what we want, but we want it on that corner. There we go. Oh, finally. Just snap right to this one. Come on, snap right here. Ooh. Thought I had it for a second. Almost. No. Yes, amazing. So you can see the snapping on roofs are a little bit of a headache. Like, why there? Why does it want to snap like that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Come on. Come on, I just need to do this, like, do I go on, give be nice to me, please. Ooh, I had it there for a second. Oh, yes. Alright, just gotta get this guy now. Ooh, did I have it there? Oh, thank God. Okay. Now, let's do... Nah, don't be dumb. Good. Good. And then... Oh, I had it there a second. Good. These ones are a little bit nicer. I say a little bit. No! Oh, why? There we go. And then... Oops. And then... Oops. All the wrong buttons. And then what we'll do is we'll do two that are these little, with the little sky windows, skylights. If it'll let me. Oh, I had it there a second. Come on, go back. Good, good. Good. All right, great. Amazing. All right, so let's put you. Oops, let's put actually you. Right. Not you. You. Let's put you over here. There we go. All right, so now we can kind of proceed with stuff. We want to press B in territory to enter build mode and build a furnace. Let's go ahead and build a furnace. I might need to go get some more resources because that was a lot. So we're going to go to facilities, production, processing. Here's our furnace. Yeah, we need some more gravel. Okay. I figured. So let's go ahead. Then you know what? Why don't we take care of this rock over here? Because what I like about this one is that it gives you shellfish, which can't remember if you can cook these, but at the very least, you can use them to very quickly make like some spoiled food, basically, which is very useful for farming. Alright, we're almost at enough gravel. Let's go up to 50, just because I have a feeling the disassembly bench is probably going to want to gravel or something, too. There we go. Alright. Here's our little cabin. I'll probably make a cute, like, little dock or something out here eventually. Alright, so let's make what we gotta make. Our furnace. Let's put you over here in the corner.
Use
There
the
we
furnace
go.
to refine raw materials into something more practical. We'll need it for advanced items.
So yeah, basically you use the furnace to smelt things into ingots, which clearly we need to make some copper ingots. So let's go ahead, take a look at that. Now to make copper ingots, we're going to need some charcoal first. We needed 10, so can we make 10? Oh, we can. Amazing. Let's just go right here for now. We're trying to go a little careful with our resources. Great. Pick that up. Now we can make our copper ingots. There we go. And then I need some glass, which, if we take a quick look here, how much is our windows? So we need 3. Oh, we need adhesive as well, which I do not have. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait on the windows. Alright, so that is doing its thing, which is great. Now we have this, which is our first isolated securement. Let's actually move this real fast. If it'll let me. I don't know if it'll let me, actually. Oh, it did. Yay. So we can put our little butterfly in here. Go ahead and deposit you there. Oh, we got a journey step complete with that. That's amazing. There we go. Now we got to synchronize. We're just going to finish this whole journey because that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to synchronize. We can see he's not very happy right now. He wants some green lights. He wants some flowers. So this will go up regardless of if we have these things. We're going to sync to Cradle for now. There we go. Yeah, so we'll leave that alone for now. We have what we need here, though, which is our ingots. Now we can build a disassembly bench, which I guess we'll just put over here. We're making this kind of the production area. Alright, let's tuck you in the corner right there. Back a little bit.
Nice.
There we go.
This is a strong foundation for us to build upon.
Yeah, strong.
I've set up a journey interface to help track our progress. For each task you complete, you'll unlock some supplies we can use. So far, what we've got won't do much against those deviants out there. We need proper weapons and armor. There are some abandoned Rosetta facilities nearby. Maybe we could find some useful supply crates there.
Amazing.
I've marked their locations on your map.
Now, this might be a good moment to kind of talk about certain other, the kind of, like I said, like the live stream or the live service kind of aspect of this game. And what that means is basically if we press the escape, we can see there's a bunch of things going on here. We have this Manibus, which is the PvE kind of story season. The new, I think it says a new phase has begun. Phase 1 just ended. We're entering phase 2 now. If we take a look at this, honestly, we can see that this here is the first phase, which for me ends in 5 days. Now, this isn't the case for my other character. My other character, this actually ended, I think, in like less than 12 hours, something like that. And so then we're on to phase 2. But you can see that there are different goals if you go to the phase, like place 5 furniture and like all these different things basically. And the idea is to complete these, get like the rewards that come with it, and then, you know, proceed through the different phases and all that. So the earlier that you kind of get in and start playing, you know, the easier it is to make your way through the phases, and then you know, get to the big Manibus kind of thing here. So that is kind of how that works in a way. And obviously by the end of the season, each season, like I said, is going to be about 6 weeks. They might change that, but they said they were going to start it with 6 weeks. So every 6 weeks, this in theory should be changing to something new. The whole world is supposed to like change. From what I understand, the quest completion, including side quests, that will carry over. So if you've completed them already, you don't have to redo them. You can if you want, I think, but you don't have to. So that is kind of like that. Now there's also a battle pass, and this is where some people might be like, battle pass, which, I mean, I'm right there with you, let's be honest. But I don't mind supporting this game, I will say, because I've really enjoyed it. And, you know, if you love it, support it, right? But Battle Pass, basically, much like any other kind of Battle Pass, this one is tied to your level. So as you level up, you get some new items. And you can buy the Battle Pass, and I think it's like $30 or something around there, for like the ultimate battle pass. And there's also like a cheaper one. I think it's like $10. But basically you just get items as you level up, and that's really all it is. So maybe you love that, maybe you don't, I don't know. There's also obviously other in-game currency that you can buy, which basically lets you buy things from the store. And that's really, you know, like I said, up to you. If you want to buy this stuff, you know, go for it. It does support the devs, which is never a bad thing in my opinion, especially if the game is good. And so far think the game is worth the investment. But yeah, so that is that. And then we have events here, which has again like these kind of like smaller challenges of you asking, you know, telling you to do these things and proceeding through all of these, and then you'll get, I guess, like this little weapon here if you manage to do all this. So a lot of like little things here. And there's also like daily events, like over here, like today, July 13th, and all that. Awesome reward, you can claim your rewards. And then the regular event, which is where they have like, if you have like social media, if you want to follow them, you can do these things. Up to you and how involved you want to get. But that's kind of the idea. Now the main thing really is just this Manibus thing. And when this is over, what's going to happen is, like I said, the world is going to be different. There's going to be new quests. There's going to be new challenges. And it's a way to keep the game fresh, so nobody is ever like really on top forever, which is kind of nice in like a PvP kind of situation, I would say, because like, you know, what tends to happen, especially like, for example, like on Ark, you get your alpha tribes, right, and you just can never take them down and all that. But this kind of this method of server wiping and all that kind of prevents that. Oh, where'd my base go? Reach the center of the mist zone. What? This is new. Oh my goodness, what happened? What did I do? I did it! I'm here! Oh my god. Be on your guard! Oh no, did I choose a terrible place to build my house? Eliminate all deviants of the mist! Oh god, oh god! So obviously there's like, you know, like these world events too, which apparently I'm right next to, so that's great. Alright, let's go ahead and just go to town. Thank goodness for this Gatling gun, let me tell you. Because I don't even have a gun right now. I'm not ready for this. Who said that they could put this event where my house is? Get away from me. Get away. I'm a baby. Leave me alone. I'm not leveled. Oh my god, there's so many! Don't fail me. Don't fail me. Gatling gun. You and me. You and me. You and me. 0 out of 45. Am I supposed to collect this? Oh, am I like killing him too fast? I should probably wait. That's probably the problem. Okay. Loot crate is available. Take it or leave it. Well, I'm gonna kill these guys first. Oh my god. Amazing. Alright, how do I drop this? There we go. Oh my god. So, you know, there's like stuff going on all over the place. I have a deviation in here. Mini Feaster. Oh my god, let's get it. Ah! Amazing. Can I get my house back, though? Oh, my lord. That's crazy. If my house keeps disappearing because of this event, that's going to be interesting. But anyway, though, so yeah, so that's that's kind of helpful for PvP. For PvE, it just keeps the story going. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, in a way, this story keeps going. It's not like you reach the end and then that's it. You know, like, and that's kind of a problem with a lot of MMOs, is that at some point you kind of reach this ceiling, like you reach level 50, right? And it's like you can't really go beyond that. So this is a way that keeps the game fresh and keeps you, you know, involved in stuff. So it's all pretty cool. Do I have any stuff? I don't know. Okay, all right, fine. Now let's look at our new deviant, which we click with this little icon right here, the butterfly icon. So we have Mini Feaster. It says can participate in combat, marking enemies or summoning tentacles to attack them. That's pretty fun. So what I would have to do to kind of activate this, I'd have to make another one of these containment things, these isolated securement units, and put it in there and then sync with that one instead of the butterfly if I wanted to use it, which I don't know if I will or not yet, because I'm kind of a fan of our little paper butterfly. But that is awesome. So the last thing I think what we'll do for this kind of first look is we're gonna go to the Monolith Ruin, just so you guys can kind of see. You kind of already got a little glimpse of it, of us kind of where would we got to go anyway? All the way over there. All right, let's fast travel because hello. Of like what some of the enemies look like and all that. So let's go teleport. There we go. But yeah, so I just want to kind of show you guys one of the major gameplay loops. Obviously, there's like these world events like we just had. There are like the challenges, the story quests, all of that. And then there's also these, you know, towns and stuff for you to explore. They often have quests inside them. Or quests like a little bit outside that will eventually lead you there, or if there are no quests, at the very least there are things for you to do in those towns, which is basically to find like chests, activate these things called rift anchors, yeah, let's get it, and defeating like some of them have like elite enemies and stuff like that. So good times. So we're gonna go ahead to the Monolith Ruin and get things rolling. That is the Monolith. That's kind of like what they look like. They got like that little wing on them, and they typically have like a little red beam coming out of them. And monoliths have bosses, like very big bosses in them, and those are the kind of quests where it might be helpful to have like a buddy on hand, and you know, if you don't, then just make sure that you're ready for like a fight, basically, like make sure you're super ready. But yeah, so we're almost there. We're just gonna keep on gliding. Look at this little house, it's like all octagon-y. It's fun, that's fun. We're going right in the swamp water. Lovely. Speaking of that, we should probably drink a little bit of water. There we go. Stay hydrated, very important. Alright, I have my thing. Let's go ahead. Let's go melee on this. We'll try and maybe sneak it around. You can see all these people are like built on top of each other. So basically that means they're not going to be able to really extend their territories. They're kind of like, they can build up to a certain extent, but eventually they're not going to have a lot of room. So either they're going to have to move, find something that's a little bit more suitable for them, or, you know, they'll just have to build upwards and then do whatever they can with the space that they have. And you don't really need like huge bases, like utility speaking. But you know, if you're a fan of building a nice house and stuff like that, just nice spaces in general, you might want a little bit of room that you can use. Alright, so we are here. Look for Rosetta supply crates. Okay. Collect 6 discarded items nearby. Let's see what we can do. I'm sure there's going to be some baddies around. We're going to put our flashlight on by pressing the N key. And here's our new guy. Hi! So those are kind of like the typical enemies that you will find. Now, if you press the F key, you can kind of like, if there's things around you, you can very easily pick it up, even from a pretty decent like distance, which is pretty nice. Alright, so we're getting some shabby parts, we're getting some health stuff, we love that. We're gonna run back this way, even though we just came from there, but whatever. But yeah, those are kind of like a lot of the enemies are kind of zombie-like, and that like, they kind of just meander around. They don't really do much. Like this guy, for example, they're just kind of meandering. They do move fast, though. Like, they're not, like, crazy fast, but they will chase after you. So, like, keep that in mind. Alright, we're gonna grab all that. We're gonna grab all these goodies. Let's go ahead and just take them down, too. We'll take whatever they have on them. If they have anything, they don't. Alright, so let's go ahead in here and grab the goodie that's in here. Now, I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think there is like a secret treasure that you can get here too. And again, this is where having the whispers activated can be helpful, because if you are missing something, the whispers might be able to indicate that there is something here that you might want to pay attention to. I jump up here. Oh, there's a crate up there. Let me up. Let me up. All right. Oh, there we go. Finally got it. All right. Let's get this crate. There we go. And am I right? Am I wrong? Is it here? Is it somewhere else? Ooh, there's another crate over there. And they want us to go in there as well. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Grab this guy over here first. Always looking for those gold chests, you know, just because we want to get items, we want to get gear. Are you alive? Hope not. Hope not. Because I'm coming by ya. Jump rope! Amazing! Alright, we've got some people building their stuff there. Anything up top? I hear evil somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead to the Monolith Ruin. We'll find these secret chests at some point, but basically the idea is that, like, in some of these places, I feel like it's somewhere around here, but maybe I'm wrong. You will see, like, this kind of, like, glowing purple, like that guy right there, actually. That's exactly what we're looking for. And if you follow it, it will reveal a secret chest to you. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go, whoop, and then where did it go? It's up there. Okay. How did we get up there? This way, I'm assuming. Alright, now it wants us to jump on it, so let's see what we can do. And there's our chest! Mystical crate, very nice. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Ooh, we got a season goal completed. Exploration, explore riddle spot 5 times. I did that? Okay, cool. So that's great. Okay, so where are we gonna go? Yeah, we're gonna go here. Oh, hi, Mary. Talk to the strange woman in front of you.
Hands off my stuff.
Alright, I mean, you're so nice.
You're pretty cocky for someone who doesn't even have a weapon. Quite impressive, to be honest.
So kind.
Hold on. Is that a cradle on your back? Are you a mayfly? How interesting. I thought I was the only mayfly left.
Where's your cradle?
I'm just a researcher. Not every mayfly was out there capturing deviations. We had different roles to play.
Since we're both mayflies, what's your name?
I'm Mary. It's a good thing I met you. I'm thinking as fellow mayflies, we should be able to help each other out. I came here to investigate a deviation that's been causing issues. I think it's connected to a recently reopened monolith nearby.
I've been chasing a deviation too.
Don't tell me you're going to try and take on a powerful deviation barehanded. Even an ordinary deviant could tear you apart right now. You're pretty inexperienced, aren't you?
I'm a whole level 3,
I'm
actually.
going to give you a blueprint. Use it to make yourself a gun. Trust me. You'll need one if you want to stand even half a chance of surviving out there. While you're doing that, I have other matters to attend to. Once you're done, come find me in Deadsville. It's the nearest survivor settlement. We can plan our next steps from there. After all, 2 heads are better than 1. And I'd never turn down help.
Yeah, so she gives us blueprints, formulas.
So another Mayfly survived, but I can't remember her. My memory's been patchy ever since Mitsuko revived me, just to be safe. We'd better not share the existence of Mitsuko with that woman. That blueprint is rock solid, though. We can use it to make a real gun. Let's
Pretty
check
big
your
world
pneumatics
here.
and start by building a gear workbench.
Alright, so just to kind of give an overview of the map. So obviously this is very much the starting region. Here you have these towns, and like I was saying about visiting some of these places, you can see that like we have these objectives whenever you go to a town, which is typically to look for a mystical crate, activate a rift anchor if one is there. There's not in every town is going to have one, and then usually finding crates. Sometimes you have to kill a certain number of enemies, and sometimes you also have to kill like an elite enemy, a sort of like mini boss. And these blue little exclamation marks, these are side quests that you can pick up and get experience and rewards and whatnot with those as well. And these little guys here, this little like hooky thing, those are rift anchors, which are important. You will need to activate those typically to kind of proceed with the main quest. But we're going to go ahead and teleport back home, and we're going to make our first weapon. Now, when it comes to blueprints and formulas and stuff, these are things that get unlocked through the game, through drops. If you make a wish machine, which is kind of like a gacha machine, you can get those unlocked too. And those are also, they go with you. Like even when it's a server wipe, you still remember all your formulas, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go ahead and use the disassembly machine to basically take all this junk that we got and make them into resources that we can use to make stuff. So boom, there we go. Got a bunch of stuff: adhesive, rusted parts, shabby fabric. We have completed some journey steps. We love that. Wants us to build a storage crate next. We probably will do that very soon. And now it wants us to do the gear bench. So let's figure out where that is. Smelting, and probably be in crafting. What's this do? Supplies. We will need this eventually. We're going to go just with the quest right now, though. Oh, we do need to do this one first. Okay, we'll grab that. Prerequisite. And now we will unlock the gear workbench. There we go. And we can see for essential tools, that gives us the supplies workbench, which we use to make like tools and ammo, some fishing stuff too. And then the gear workbench, which unlocks the workbench, allows us to make like a little pistol here, a baseball bat as well. So that is kind of that. Oh, we've got a bunch of journey stuffs. We have that one. We have the gunsmith. Any others? Are we good? I think we're good. All right. So we have done that. So now we can... Oh, they want us to do an ammunition one as well, which makes sense because I do believe that is... to make our ammo. Yeah, so gunpowder, we can make gunpowder, we can make copper pistol, shotgun, SMG, rifle, SR, and LMG ammo, as well as copper arrows. So let's get that as well. There we go. Alright, so that should make that happy. Another journey complete. Let's get the goods there. Alright. Go to build mode and build the gear workbench. Let's see if we have let's see if we have the stuff we need to make that. Gear workbench. Okay, we're gonna need copper ingots to do that. Which is, again, where... Oh, we're gonna need some more of that. Let's just go ahead and get that now. This is where getting resources, you know, tends to go, right? Tends to need a lot. Let's get some more copper ore, too, to be honest. We'll probably need some of this, and we'll need some gravel as well. I can't wait until we get ourselves a deviation to do this for us. Like, you'll probably end up getting resources even with deviations, because they, you know, they give some over time. So if you need something immediately and they're not quite picking it up, you know, you might have to go get something yourself, which is, like, not bad, you know, because they're really there just to kind of help support you. So, yeah, I still can't believe that world event happened right here. Maybe that's why nobody built here, right? Alright, let's go with that. Look at that. You can see the sunrise. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but this is a beautiful view. That's so nice. Great spot. Alright, let's try this again. So we need 30 copper ingots. So let's just make 30 charcoal so that we can make that. Great. Alright. Alright, we're getting things. We're getting things. Take my flashlight off, I guess. We'll just take in the sunlight. Suppose I could probably make a storage crate, actually. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Storage facility. Okay, so I have private storage, a large crate, which I don't have enough rubber for, so I'll probably just make very basic one, which we'll just put right here. Why not? There we go. Journey complete. Okay, so that is done, so we can make our copper ingots now. Alright, let's double check that we still have everything we need for the gear workbench. Yes, good. And then what about this guy? Because I know we're going to need some more of that too. Yep, looks good. Alright, cool. So I could make that right now, but I just want to... I think I'm just going to follow... Oh, it says we can do it now. Okay, let's do that then. While we're waiting. Supplies, workbench, supplies. We'll put you right there. That looks good. Another journey complete. Heck yeah. Wants us to build a copper pickaxe. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We're at level 5 now. Amazing. This is taking 5,000 years. Come on, man. Hurry up. And then it wants to store it. Ooh, great. Specialization. So let's talk about that, I guess. So if we go to mimetics, we will see we have specializations here. And what these are, they kind of give you, like, some of them give you bonuses. Others give you, like, a new structure or something, or a new item that you can make. And they're always random. What's going to pop up is going to be random. What I get, like, right here might not be what I get next time. So what does this say here? In the 20 years since Starfall first struck, monoliths have become beacons for mysterious entities to spread their malign influence. Amid the chaos, the wilderness calls to you. What other mysterious beings lurk within those ruins? Build, arm yourself, and unleash your potential as a mayfly. This is your chance to leave your mark upon a ruined world. So, great. Thanks, I guess. Go away, go away, go away. I don't want to see this. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so here's our specializations. Now, these also, they will not transfer over because they're kind of like linked to your level, basically. But what that means that, you know, every time that you level up, you know, and you reach that point where you get specializations, that means you get to choose these. And it's actually like, because every season's supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to be different from each other, you might find that certain specializations are going to be helpful for one season versus another. So, this one, you know, we're going to be a lot of, like, harvesting and such, so I feel like What's this one? A harvesting sickle. When in your backpack, there's a 20 to 40 chance to double the yield when gathering in the wilderness. Not bad. That's good for food. Electronics grabber. When in your backpack, there is a small to medium chance to receive additional electronic modules when opening. That's really good too. This is kind of nice too. Gosh, I think I'm gonna go with this one because I'm not worried about this. By the time I get to this, I should hopefully have another specialization that I can lock in. If I'm lucky, maybe this will show up again. But let's choose this one. I think that works. I think that's good. I think that's gonna be nice. So that is now active. You can see right here all the different levels that we can get. And then obviously, like it says here, if I was gonna choose this one again, I can then kind of like get a special little identity thing here. But I don't have that right now, obviously, because I have just the one. But if I was to get Electronics Grabber again at like level 10, if I wanted to, then I would be able to put something here, which, you know, maybe will, maybe we won't. But we have 10, and like I said, these will go away come server wipe, but you know, you get to choose them again. And because it is random, you're never quite sure which round of specializations you will get. All right, we got our copper ingots. We can make our gear workbench now. I don't really want to put it in front of the window, but I guess I better. Unless I just do like one of these guys.
Great.
There we go.
Can use that blueprint
I'll
to
put
make
something
both
decorative
guns and
there.
ammo.
All right,
If
so
you want
now...
ammo, though, you'll need to do it at a synthesis bench.
Now we have our gear workbench, which we use to craft weapons, craft armor, repair, and calibrate. And calibrate is basically kind of like leveling up a weapon so it does more damage. Repair, obviously, to repair things. Keep in mind that you do have to own an item, and by that it means you were the one to create it. There are weapons that kind of drop in the world. You can use them, but once they break, they are done. You can't use them anymore. You can't repair them because you were not the one who created them. So kind of keep that in mind. And then over here, like I said, this is where we're going to be making like basic tools. We can make a whisper if you want to make your own little message and leave it somewhere. I should probably make this at some point so that I can actually use it. And then you can make the fishing rod here, which is important. There's a fishing event going on, I think, still potentially. So not bad. And also your fish bait. And then you can make some healing items. And then more importantly, I would say your ammo. This is where you're going to make your ammo there too. So he wants to, what of us? He wants to make us a submachine gun. Okay. Submachine gun. So yeah, craft weapons with unlocked blueprints at the gear workbench. Select a higher tier to craft a weapon with better stats. And obviously you can use that to repair and calibrate. So it wants us to do this. To craft these guys, basically what you're going to be doing is just going to be, you have to click on each section individually. He wanted us to make the SMG. Which one is it? The MP. Oh, they want me to unlock it. So sorry. Okay, so basic gear. Okay. Basic gear. Where's that at? Probably in crafting. No, there we are. So that'll get us the MP S7 submachine, DBSG, the AKM, and then the raid set armor gear, which is great. Now I prefer rifles, so that's what I'm gonna make, so we can make any kind of weapon. Which looks like it's gonna be this guy, Cam. So let's see if we have enough to do this. We're gonna need 2 copper, 4 copper, 5 copper, and then 7 copper. All right, so let's put that in the queue. Oh no, I need more wood. We'll get that rolling right now. Usually what I like to do is I'll go get a bunch of wood, and then I'll make like the majority of it charcoal, so that's ready to go. And then yeah, then I'm basically got what I need. I can just make whatever ingot that I need to make. Come on, there we go. with ease because I already have all my charcoal ready to go. But you can definitely see that, like, you know, this game is definitely like, get your base set, you know, get your crafting benches all set, craft stuff, and then, you know, go explore the world to get the crafting resources you need, go fight bosses to get, like, rare resources, or just to proceed the story, get levels, you know, however, whatever you want to do. So there's really so much in this game. Like, there's a lot of content, and the fact that that you know, we have 6 weeks and then we have like a whole bunch of new content is like crazy to me. That's amazing. Like, if they can keep up with that pace, that's pretty awesome. So very exciting there. And obviously, you know, it doesn't, what I love about, I guess in a way, like the server wipe, is that it doesn't matter when you get into Once Human. It could be now, it could be like 6 months from now, years from now, whatever. But because of the server wipes, how that works, everybody is kind of like coming in at the same time. So, like, you know, obviously you're coming in later, you're going to have a lot of content for you to kind of go through and all that, which is fun, right? It's amazing. But even if you've been playing it forever, you know, you always have new content coming at you. But everybody's still kind of like, when the new content's released, you know, that's new for everybody, no matter how long you've been playing the game. So it's just, I'm excited. I'm very excited for this game's future. Let's just say that. And it's just such an interesting game in terms of the lore and the monsters and all of that. Oh, how much did I need? I have 5, 6, 7, it's good, 5. That should be enough. Amazing. Now we need 7 of this. We'll just go with 8 and have an extra one. Now, I'm going to put some stuff in here because I don't need it. We'll put some acid. Now, I will say as well that the game does use universal storage, which is great. So even though I'm putting this stuff in here, I will be able to pull from here from my various crafting benches, which is awesome. They have that right from the get-go. There we go, there we go. Alright, 5 seconds on this. Alright, now we can make our gun, I believe. I hope, fingers crossed. Alright. So we're going to press F to craft that, craft that, craft that, craft that, and then craft the whole thing. And now we have our weapon. Let's equip this as our primary. And you can see as well that if we wanted to, if we wanted to give this a little bit more, where's my, oh, that's why I'm like, why am I keep going in there? There we go. Grab all those journey steps. If I wanted to have this go like a little bit, if we wanted to give this a little bit more damage to calibrate it, right? Right here, we'd press the J for the calibration menu, and we could see that we need 5 more copper ingots to bring this up to the next level, as well as some energy, which I have plenty of right up here. So I'll probably do that over time just to give myself as much of an edge here as possible. Now that I have that, I gotta craft some ammo, which we're gonna need down here. Rifle. So we're gonna need a little bit more copper. We have some sulfur already, which is great. So let's go ahead and just craft 10 of that. And sulfur, obviously, you can get by those sulfur rocks. You can also get ammo by, like, exploring and getting some of those, like, supply chests and stuff. Like, they tend to have ammo in them. I believe this is the sulfur rock right here, I believe. Right? Yeah, so it looks like this. So you need to grab these guys, which, honestly, while we're waiting, let's just go ahead and harvest this, because it's always a good idea to have a decent, like, if a rifle or a gun is going to be your primary weapon, you're going to want to have a lot of ammo, especially if you're fighting bosses, like big bosses. You're going to need a lot of ammo. So I usually tend to, like, have at least like 1,000 on me, And when I get around the 500 mark, that's when I go make a little bit more. I go replenish myself, just because you can eat through your ammo pretty quickly, especially if you're on your own and you're doing all the killing. All right, that is ready to go. So let's go ahead and craft our ammo. Thank you. All right, we need rifle. That's what we're using. We'll do 3, so that's going to give us 360 bullets. So obviously I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time just to get a little bit more of that, because I'm not comfortable with 320. What I typically do, though, is I typically go melee as much as possible, and then obviously if there's a ranged enemy, I will use my rifle. If it's a boss, I will do that too, because I don't want to get too close in most cases. But it kind of depends on like what their level is, what my level is, what their like attacks are. You know, some of the big ones which you saw, you know, earlier, the big siren guy, like he went down pretty easily. I probably, like, obviously his weak point was his the sirens, I guess, on his head. But, you know, if there's something that's weaker towards the feet, you know, maybe it's not a bad idea to go in with a melee, even though they're, like, gigantic-hugeous, humongous size. But you know, every monster kind of has their weaknesses, and the kind of like the exciting part is just finding out what that is, you know, strategizing. And if you fail, then you take that knowledge with you, and you move forward with it, and you do better next time. All right, we have our ammo. It is ready. It is ready. Let's grab it.
Good. I'm sure you'll need that weapon soon enough. Wait,
yeah.
I just noticed a teleportation tower was activated at Deadsville. Did Mary do that? We can use it to teleport straight there. Open your map and try it out.
All right.
Activating teleportation towers will let us get to places much faster and avoid any dangers along the way.
So this is going to be the last bit that we do for this little first look. It's been, long enough, right? Long enough. Big enough of a video. But this is very much, I would say, kind of the beginning part. You have your weapons, you have your ammo, you got your base started. And we're going to just kind of go see Mary here, who's going to give you kind of like the first quests that really sort of start to cover what this game, at least what this season, is all about. And I guess kind of in a way like the game in general is all about too. And I think more importantly, she also is going to give us, if not right now, very shortly after we speak to her, our transportation vehicle, which we get for free, which is great. And it's a pretty awesome transportation vehicle. It lets us move very quickly. There is like a durability to it. There is fuel that you have to worry about, but it's not too hard to get, you know, those things and repair it and keep it all happy and such. And I know that it looks like the little bit that I've like looked at it anyway, it is upgradable. There's eventually going to be, if you unlock it anyway, there's going to be like different paints that you can put on it. And I'm sure, you know, with this game being a free-to-play game that needs money, I'm sure there will be cosmetics and skins that you can probably put on your vehicle as well, just to make it kind of further stand out. So, but you get it pretty early in the game. Like I'm playing, I don't know how long it's been, hour 2, maybe coming up to 3. I don't know. It feels like a long time. I don't know what the actual time is. But how long I've been recording, but it's obviously, you know, if you stick with like the main quest, you can get your vehicle pretty gosh darn fast in the game, which is awesome. And it's free. Like I said, like, you know, a lot of other kind of like free to play games or MMO games will have you like have to reach like a certain level to get to it, or you have to like run through like a bunch of hoops just to get it. This game's a little bit kinder in that regard. The devs seem to be very much like, get your stuff, you know, get going, have fun. So here we are. We've reached Deadside, which is a safe zone. You got some normal people here. We have our rifle. Look at our rifle. And we'll talk to her and see what she has to say for herself. After it's like a really long pause. Awkward pause. Awkwardly staring at each other. There we go.
Good. You made it. I'm guessing that gun served you well.
I haven't used it yet, but, you know. So we'll just be nice. Like, thanks for bringing me here. Appreciate you.
Yeah. This was the quickest way to bring you here. These towers are even supposed to let you travel between worlds, but I haven't been able to figure out how. Maybe you'll have more luck.
She just needs to press the G key.
Either way, I'm glad it got you here. Deadsville is the perfect place to dig up info on the area. That merchant over by the old truck looks like she gets around. Maybe she knows something useful.
Alright, so we're gonna go talk now to Claire. Oh, we're gonna go... Actually, we're gonna look at this tower. Look at this tower. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Make sure that you guys, whenever you do discover a teleportation tower, that you do press F on it for the first time, because that is how you activate it. Don't go away without doing that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to fast travel there in the future. So let's go ahead, I guess, and talk to Claire. And we can say, hi, Claire.
Come take a look. Anything that catches your eye, I'm always open for business.
To be fair, I really do love Claire style. Oh, God, hi, Mary. Jeez. And we'll just say, I'm browsing.
Wait, I've never seen you before, but you're a mayfly, ain't you? Oh, thank goodness. I could really use some help. My name's Claire Lay. Normally I'm a wandering merchant, but now I'm stuck here. I sent a team over to a place called the Rotten Manor 3 days ago to collect some goods for me. But they never came back.
It's possible that they ran off with the goods.
Don't be so cynical. I've been through thick and thin with them. They wouldn't do that to me. I'm afraid that something must have happened to them. Rumor is the Rotten Manor's seen a surge of deviants recently. I suspect there's a deviation behind it.
What kind of deviation?
All
Oh my
I
God, I
know
look so
is what
surprised.
I heard from that well-dressed gentleman over there. He should be able to tell you more.
There's no question. That guy stands out. We'd better talk to him and see what he knows.
They're like, a suit in the post-APOC world?
Good luck.
Suspicious.
Oh, and I'll happily pay a reward if you can recover my stuff for me. I'll mark Rotten Manor on your map. Make sure to stock up on ammo before you go, all right?
And that's our hint that there's probably a boss there. Alright, let's go talk to our mysterious gentleman. Talk to the man. I actually quite enjoy him. I think he's creepy and weird.
Know the place for the first time.
And he quotes stuff, so he's
Through
fun.
The unknown, unremembered gate.
Are you like rehearsing for something?
Ah, a mayfly, and one who seems to be brimming with potential. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Do you know about a deviation affecting this area?
You've come to the right man. I am Samuel Lowe, a humble scholar specializing in the fascinating phenomena we call deviations.
The reason why I like him too is that he has an amazing tie. It's just everything kind of clashes, and it's
And as
a
for
good
you,
time.
You seek keys with which to unlock the Dark Tower, don't you? But I'd be wary of what else you might open up.
Do you always speak in riddles like this?
I was merely setting the mood. The world still deserves something poetic, don't you think? Now,
He's like, I don't know about that.
You're interested in the deviation inside that monolith, aren't you? But the tower is locked up tight, and its keys are rift anchors across the wetland.
Rift anchors. Those things are made by Rosetta, aren't they? Activating them should give us access to the rift space inside the monolith.
Spot on. And now tell me, where do you think those anchors would be?
Usually places with the heaviest stardust pollution. The Rotten Manor would definitely be one of them.
Indeed. I'm looking
Indeed.
forward to seeing what you can do, Mayfly. I'm sure it will be a remarkable story to share. By the way, I wouldn't mind adding another deviation to my collection.
Oh, Lo. Always a good time. Alright, let's plan our next move with Mary. Also, my pants are like, don't look at my pants, guys. This is like my underwear. Hi, Mary again.
Now that we know what to do, let's split up to cover more ground.
If we have
find a way
to.
to hack into the monolith.
Why is this a weird
Once
pan
you've
like this?
activated the rift anchors, come meet me at the monolith gate.
What a weird pan. Sounds like a plan.
Just don't forget to bring plenty of ammo. That place must be packed with deviants. Oh, and one more thing. I have
There
a
it
motorcycle
is.
here you can use. That should help speed things along.
So, yeah, so we have our a motorcycle, which is what our vehicle is. And we'll just quick pick this up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like it'll be fun to ride.
And basically, what this does, if we press the G key, we can summon it like anywhere basically. Just put it down, and then you just get on top and you can drive. Which is great. There it is. And it has a radio, which is also fun. So let's go ahead and just quick pause that, honestly. So that is it. And then obviously if you need to refuel it, you can press the G key when you're standing by. If you don't have fuel, you can make it, I believe. But also make sure you guys check the back of these cars. This one doesn't have any, but they usually have like fuel inside them. And then you can just like, you know, wherever you are, you can just summon your bike again. We'll put it right there. Oh, there it is. And then to repair it, you just need to... What is going on over there? Somebody's going in with like a Jeep. To repair it, you just need to... This is the kind of jank you can expect from players, honestly. Or from... Are you NPCs? Are you guys alright? Yeah, those are all people. That's so cute. You can build a garage, and that's where you can go to repair your motorcycle. They are struggling. They are wow. Anyway, but that is the kind of our first look at Once Human. Let's go ahead and fast travel back home, honestly. At Once Human, hopefully you guys just kind of like explains a little bit more about how it works, the different kind of things that are there. This like barely scratches the surface in terms of content, but you know, it's a lot of like introduction basically of a bunch of stuff just waiting for you to explore. And I'm not gonna spoil, at least in this video, what happens at the Rotten Manor. If you want to see what that is, you'll have to stay tuned for a guide, because you can definitely bet there's going to be a guide. And speaking of guides, this is Survival Game Guide. If you don't know who I am or what we do here, we make a bunch of how-tos and well, a number of guides really for survival games. We'll be covering Once Human, which will be really interesting because I've never really done one that's like a little bit more live service-y, so we'll kind of have to see how the formatting goes on this. But you guys can expect regular updates for this game. If it's something that you want to see a lot of content of, do let me know in the comments so that I know that, and then I can put more content out a little bit faster. This game has definitely taken a lot of my time with my partner, because like I said, we're both really enjoying it. So, you know, no skin off my nose, more content, yay. But make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. We're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. I never expected to get as much support as I've gotten for this, and you guys have all been so lovely, and I thank you so much for that. Once we hit that big number, we're going to see some really cool stuff. I have a lot of fun little things planned for the community. We're going to get a little bit closer together. We're going to be buddies or not be buddies. It's up to you. I don't know. I mean like, not like don't be my enemy, but like, you know, however we want to share, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, all that fun stuff coming. And obviously more survival games. We'll be covering Aska pretty soon, Bellwright, a lot of these other kind of big survival games that have come out recently. I'm just needing a little bit more time with them just to kind of see what it's all about. But we'll be getting more content on those releases pretty soon. But yeah, if you guys are liking Once Human, you want to see more of it, you gotta just let me know. Like the video, or just let me know in the comments. Let me know somehow, please. But yeah, keep an eye on our little community posts on YouTube. I'm starting to use those now because I was like, I should probably use those to kind of see what's going on with the channel. And I usually put polls there. Like for example, I just finished up the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria survival guide. And so I put a poll out about which game should kind of get like a primary focus. Once Human's not on here because it wasn't released by the time when I put that poll. So like I said, if you want to see a lot of Once Human content, just let me know. Otherwise, feel free to vote on the poll there, and there's gonna be polls in the future too, because you know I want to make stuff that you guys want to see. So, but thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and